Thanks for having me tonight. I'm Suzanna Keith, and I'm running to be your county legislator in the 7th District. And I think an important thing that we all know here is that we are now in the most expensive county in the nation. Over the last decade, our taxes have increased by 52%. In fact, the county budget has grown to $2 billion. It has ballooned. And that's actually larger than the budget of 80 countries in this world, just to give you perspective. I mean, it's huge. So certainly it's a concern to all of us, because meanwhile, our personal income isn't growing that way, is it? So we really have to think about these things, like can we afford to stay here for the long term? And 2 years ago, you, our neighbors, voted in Rob Astorino on his promise of creating good government, curbing spending, and giving people tax relief. And what has happened? The Board of Legislatures has not listened to your call. They went out, and during the budget, Rob Astorino did 249 line item budget vetoes. They, as a bloc, the Democrats, overrode 247. Is that the kind of government that we want? I mean, I think people here in our town, people over all over America are like, that's politics. There's no collaboration. There's no dialogue. There's no thinking about what is really important to our neighbors. What is it that they really need? You know, you looked at what happened in 2004 in our town with Lehman Brothers going down and Bankers Trust going down and people losing their jobs all across the industry. They're missing those important signals. They're not out there talking to people who are worried about their job stability, worried about their children getting jobs, and their teenagers trying to find a job for the summer. So this is something that I really believe is important and is the critical issue to this campaign. I am running to bring long-term tax relief for our community, to look at ways to curb spending and ways to do government better. Not just to say, how much can we get away with charging the public, but really saying, what does it cost to provide essential services? What can we get by with, and what do we really need? Because in fact, Astorino's team did a good job of that with this budget. They were able to provide tax relief, but at the same time, really kept important services for the needy, like busing, like housing vouchers, other very important services. So politics, we have got to move on to collaboration and making a difference. What is something else that I can do? Really, a very powerful thing that I can do is I can be an independent voice for the Sound Shore community, where I am willing to go to Albany. I have nothing to deal with the Democrats in Albany. I can go and I can lobby for pension reform, for health care reform, for relief of unfunded mandates. Our county government has 9 unfunded mandates with social services that we have to do. Medicare and Medicaid, it's huge. So we really have to try and find a way to manage our government well. So what have I done? Over the last year and a half, I fought very hard to keep taxes low in Rye. And hopefully our team, we all did a really good job of working together, collaborating. But it wasn't just about getting taxes to zero. It was really about doing government in the most efficient way we could. Again, we did a good job of really consolidating, looking at doing things differently, and then still providing the essential services. And we had a wonderful community dialogue, which I thank all of you very much for being a part of. In addition, one thing that's also unique about me is the work that I've done with the Twig organization, organizing that, making sure it's a viable entity that sponsors our local ambulances, and that's across Rye, Harrison, Rybrook, and Portchester, communities where there definitely is need. I also worked in the Midland PTO and the Junior League, and with all these community services groups, I was really able to see how public and private partnerships can work together and can provide services that are needed in times when government really can't afford them, and we need to do things differently. So all in the end, I definitely have some unique distinctions that I can bring to the party to take out our competitor. And number one, really work collaboratively, bring tax relief to the county. And I hope that you are there with me, because now, with Rye, I hope you understand that this is a moment that we just have to seize as a team, and we're doing it as a team. I expect all of you to be with me. It's not just Suzanna up there, it's really all of us together, and I really want to hear your input and your dialogue. I really promise to listen very carefully, analyze effectively, and act decisively on your behalf. I hope you're ready for the battle. Are you with me?
I wish you could be a little more excited about this.